Hello there. Welcome to Grandma Ray Don't Play, and I'm Rachel. Oh, we're going to talk about the stimulus today. Yes, 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 the stimulus, guys. So I hope you guys are ready for the Q&A and ask me some questions. I see someone that is in the chat. Could you please let me know if you can hear me so we can get started? Thank you so much. There's two in the chat. How are you guys doing? Stimulus is the subject. I know we are all excited and pumped up. Yes. Could you please let me know that you are here and you can hear me? I see that you're here, that you can hear me. That would be absolutely great. Okay, I'm waiting on that confirmation. It's a pleasure serving you today. I look forward to this conversation. I'm ready to have some dialogue about it and some fun about it. Oh, I see a thumbs up already. Could someone let me know that you can hear me so we can get started? That would be really great. Okay. Yes, 7 is in the house. Wonderful. Can someone let me know that you can hear me? That's what I'm waiting for so that we can definitely get started. I want to make sure that I hear you. I can read your comments and that you can hear me. Yes, okay. The handy way says yes. The handy way. I like that. Okay. Elaine, I can hear you. Wonderful. Leroy, welcome. Brenda, yes, Brenda's in the house. Vanessa, thank you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, you guys should be just pumped up today on this subject, the stimulus. Oh my goodness. We are going to have a ball here today. So right away, I want you to get your comments together and you can ask me some questions. And I'm going to start out with some things I think about it. Okay. Okay. Number one, I think that a lot of us have not received our stimulus. I know people who have, and they got it the very next day. I think it was Friday or Saturday they got theirs. And I haven't gotten mine, okay? And a lot of you may not have gotten yours. So I think it may be a big, big, big delay because either it's going to be a delay on the stimulus or it's going to be a delay on the tax return because it's tax season and so they're overwhelmed, right? And I'm sure they didn't add no extra people over there to process the payments, but nevertheless we are hopeful and we are going to be looking forward to our money because we've been waiting a long time for this, a long time. So I think that things that you might want to consider and think about is what are you going to do with your stimulus money? That's the question. What are you going to do with it? Okay, Joyce says, hi, everyone. Oh, great. Welcome, Joyce. So what are you guys are going to do with your stimulus money? So let's add this money. We're talking some serious money here. Some, money that a lot of us don't see often, right? So you're going to get $1,400 for you, $1,400 for each child, and then if you're a worker, you're going to get your tax return and all the earned income from that. I mean, we are talking really serious money. I added it up, and I think a family of 4 could easily get over $7,000, definitely over 5,500, but a lot more depending on what they took out if they worked, right? Okay, Joyce says she's gonna pay bills. Okay, Joyce. Now, are you gonna catch up bills? Are you paying bills ahead? Or are you just gonna do your monthly billing? What do you think you're gonna do, Joyce? Me personally, whenever I see mine, I'm gonna pay just my regular monthly bills like I usually do, and I'm gonna save, let's say at least one half of mine. And then the other half, I'm going to actually try to eliminate bills. Okay. Joyce, what bills are you going to pay? Brenda said, hello, everyone. Okay. Joyce says she's catching up on her bills. Now, Joyce, are you catching up on rent? You know they have rent assistance, right? That's going along with this stimulus package. So anybody that is behind in their rent, you can definitely take advantage of that before you pay out your stimulus money, because they they did allocate rental assistance for people who need help with the rent. I would immediately seek that help out before the funds run out. Okay. And I would like everyone to give it a thumbs up that's in the chat room. That would be great. Joy says, yes, I saw that about the rent. Yes, that's very important. So think about that, guys, because you have one time to get it right with these funds, right? You know, if you take all your stimulus money and you pay the rent, which I'm not saying not pay your rent, then you don't have that excess cash for other things. Whereas you can tap into these rental assistance and have them to help with the rent, and then utilize the stimulus money for other needs, right? Other bills. Okay, Elaine said, tithes first. Praise God for that. Then pay off student loan. Oh, well, Elaine, let's talk about paying off student loans, because I think in the future, our president may have some plans about paying student loans. That was one of the things that he campaigned on. So I might, if I was you, I might wait on the student loan thing. Just keep it in the bank, right? Because they said for the next, I believe, 5 years, they're gonna drop the taxes on the student loans. So that's some help. But I want to see what our president is going to do. He might just go ahead and do an executive order or something and eliminate the student loan up to $10,000. Now that's what he campaigned on. So I'm praying and banking that he's going to do that. Okay. Other than that, it's a good idea, unless you're so close to paying it off. Let's see what else. Brenda says she's going to save and buy some needed items. Needed items like what, Brenda? Okay. Elaine says, amen. Okay. Okay, Elaine. So listen, guys, let's talk about a few things, right? Are you all who have received their stimulus and who have not? If you could comment and let me know that. I have not received mine, and I did go to get my payment portal today, and it said that it had no info for me. Now, I understand that the portal was down yesterday. I don't know if it's still down today or not. I'm going to try again tomorrow, but that's the message I got. Now, I have to be honest, I have not filed my 2020 tax yet. I have an appointment for this Saturday. So I'm hoping that when I file my taxes, that could help out. But I have another dilemma. I received unemployment. Now you all heard that we're gonna get up to $10,000 tax credit for unemployment taxes, for any taxes that they took out for unemployment. So let's recap that. So if you had unemployment to take out taxes out of your unemployment, that's what they're talking about, that you can file to get back. If you did not pay unemployment taxes, I don't know. I seriously doubt is anything for you to get from unemployment. But maybe you don't have to pay or owe the taxes that you would have owed through unemployment. Okay. Elaine said she didn't get hers yet. Okay. And Brenda said she's going to buy bed linens. Okay. And Peggy said she did not get hers yet. Okay. So did you guys file for in 2020 yet your taxes? That's a question that I have because I'm trying to figure out the people that got theirs already. Did they already file or what's going on? Okay. And Brenda did not get her stimulus check yet. Okay. Okay. So let me tell you what happened. They said that on the unemployment fact, they said if you've already filed your 2020 taxes, well, you filed for last year, but you filed, 2020 taxes that, and you had taxes taken out from unemployment that you need to do an amendment. But the IRS is saying today that they don't want you to do an amendment now. Now, my guess is the reason why they don't want you to do an amendment now is because they just don't want some more extra work, right? And an amendment, they got to go through that and process that by hand. It's not like it just comes through the machine, because that's something that they got to look at your tax return and they got to add to it and all that kind of stuff. So they're saying to wait. Okay. I think waiting might not be a bad idea. Not because they said so. You might could use that later on, because you're going to so much money right now until maybe it will be a nice little nest egg for you to be able to get later on, right? Okay, so let's see. Peggy said, I have not filed, but my son filed, but didn't get his $1,400 yet. Okay. And did he get his tax return yet, Peggy? And also, others that are asking me questions are people who are on Social Security and SSI. They want to know, will they just automatically get a check like before, or do they have to file their taxes? My answer is I don't know, but I say this: it does not hurt to file your taxes, because what if you wait until the bitter end and then you find out that, oh, well, on this stimulus, you have to file your taxes? I would just file it, because that does several things. That puts another layer of your information in the hands of the IRS. So they don't have no issues about anything. They got your bank number, you got your address, they got all your information, even though they're supposed to have this, because if you're on SSI or Social Security, that is the government, they're supposed to have this. But still, this doesn't hurt, okay? And maybe you can do it through some TurboTax or some person that knows how to do taxes, so that they can do it for free for you. Okay. Okay. And Peggy doesn't know about her son, whether or not, the question I asked her. Peggy said, you may be right. Oh, good. Now I hope I hope that's referring to paying off the student loan. Student loans, guys, is something that really, really, if you ever have student loans, it's something that you're going to pay off one way or the other. But I suggest to you to, once you have to start paying again, to shop around and see who can give you the best payment plan for student loans. Okay. Is anybody out there gonna buy use their stimulus as a down payment, or are you gonna catch up on? Maybe you had someone to babysit your kids while you went to work, or maybe you need a new living room set. Maybe the kids want a pet for the household. What do you think about some of those things? Do you have any plans for that? What are your plans? And how many of you are considering saving some of that money? Okay, so Peggy says, no, you may be right about filing tax returns. Thanks goodness my student loans are paid off. Well, that's a good thing. I owe student loans. I went to college at age 40, okay, and I'm still working on student loans. So I'm praying and hoping that our president is gonna solve that problem, because student loans is a problem. But whatever you do, guys, don't just not pay them. Make some kind of arrangement or agreement with them, because that's very, very, very important that you don't delay with them, because they can take your government check, they can take your paycheck, they can attach any income that you have, bank accounts, everything. So you definitely do not want to not pay student loans. Okay. Okay. So listen, if you all, and I got 8 of you in the chat right now. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. That's great. What advice could you give others with the student loan? Because some people out there, they really need some advice right now, because they may not be used to having this much money at one time. Some people are going to get $8,000, $5,000. What advice would you give them? Brenda says saving the bulk and buying only needed items, bed linens. Okay. And the first I agree says, hi, Grandma Ray. Hi, how you doing? My advice is always, there's a rainy day coming, and maybe we'll have another stimulus, or maybe we won't. Who knows? I do know one thing. It seems like you need to manage the stimulus that you have right now. That's the most important thing, because that's what's in your hands right now. And I don't know if um, I don't know if you should consider not spending it. You all think about that? I know you're like, okay, Rachel, are you crazy? I've been waiting on this money and waiting on this money. Well, I'm thinking about not spending it at all until I really think this through. Yes, I am. I'm really thinking about that, because I got one time to do the right thing, and I got one time to mess it up, right? What do you guys think? So, Brenda, Peggy, Elaine, what are you guys thinking about some advice to others? Do you have some advice to others? If everybody can give a thumbs up, it'll be great. That's in the chat room. I appreciate it. And I just want you guys to know, I really appreciate you guys coming on and chatting with me. This is just wonderful. I'm looking forward these days to these live streams. I really like them. I really do. And I hope you like them too. But what advice would you have? There's maybe a 20-year-older out there that may not be the best manager of funds. What advice would you give to that 20-year-older? Help them out. Just give them some suggestions. And let's talk about the child tax credit. The child tax credit. Whoa, where was that when I was raising my kids? So basically, this child tax credit is just like an extra. Let's say you worked a part-time job. It's just like a part-time job, because that's going to come starting in July, I believe, on a monthly basis. So let's just say, for the sake of the conversation, because I know children over 6 is going to get 3,000. So if you divide that up, it's around $250,000. I'm sorry, $250. $250 a month. That is significant. That can pay a gas bill. It can pay a light bill. I think that's absolutely great. And to be able to count on that for months, that could even be a car note for real. What do you all think about the child tax credit? Okay. And other questions that people ask me is if they claimed their parents on in 2019, but not claiming, they did not claim them in 2020, who would get the stimulus check? Well, whoever claimed them in 2020. So if your parents uh claimed themselves in 2020, they're going to get it. If you did not claim them in 2020, they're going to get it. Okay? Okay, Brenda said, I would advise people to save the bulk of the stimulus money and only spend what you need. Only spend what you need. Save the bulk of it. This is a time, guys, that you guys can come up. They did it this time where you could really, really just imagine this gift that we're receiving. It is just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. So, I understand when you first get it, you might order out, or you might go to the store or something like that. But remember, I would, if I was you all, I would sit down and write out me a plan now while I don't have it. So when you get it and you're all excited, you are good to go. That would be a good idea. Okay. And so let's talk about an amendment. Okay. That's the one that you're going to do if you already filed your taxes and you did not claim the taxes that you paid into unemployment. Well, last year I did an amendment, and I did the amendment April 7th, 2019, guys. When I got my tax return from that amended tax return, I got it 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago. So that's how long amendments take. So I just want you all to be very clear on how long amendments take. Also, if you've already filed your tax return and you have not received it yet, do not do an amendment right now, because if you do an amendment now, what that does is stops everything. It stops your return. And now your return goes into this amendment file. And now they got to go through, someone has to manually go through that. And now you're looking at that long period of time. Like I said, it took over a year for me to get mine. Okay. Yes. So, no, actually, it took 11 months for me to get mine. That's a long time, guys. Long time. Okay. So, listen, guys. What message do you want to send to the government to let them know you appreciate this stimulus? What message do you want to send to them? I want to tell the president, good job. Good job. You really care. I feel like you really cared about the people. I feel like you really knew we were struggling and hurting. And I feel like you understand what the American people need. Good job. What do you all have to say to the president? Huh? Let's let them know that we really appreciate it. They're campaigning right now, going to different states to deliver the stimulus message. This is a message that they can get right here. How do you want the president to know that you appreciate him? By letting him giving some good comments right now. So did anyone go to get my payment portal? And if you did, what happened when you went there? You know, maybe Peggy went there, or Brenda went there, or the first I agree went there. What happened when you went there? Is there any way you could let me know what your message said? And if everyone in the chat could give a thumbs up, that would be great. Thank you so much. This is just really, really great. I am so happy that everybody is so happy. I don't know what to do. This is a happy, happy period for us, right? Very, very important. And we deserve it, guys. We went through a lot over this last year. We deserve it, guys. You know what I mean? We was struggling. Some of us didn't know how we was going to pay our rent, how we was going to pay the light bill. The toilet paper in the store was through the roof. The paper towels was through the roof. You couldn't find bread at times on the shelves. You couldn't find meat at times in the store. We went through a lot. And this is the end of the tunnel, hopefully. And we're so grateful, so grateful. So you guys, tell me, what are some of the struggles you went through in the last 9 months, or since the sickness that has taken us nationwide? Brenda said, I went and they said I should get my stimulus check tomorrow. Oh, good for you, Brenda. Good for you. So you can see the portal's working. Brenda went to the portal and she's getting her check tomorrow. Oh, wow. That's wonderful, Brenda. Anybody else go to the portal? Could you what did the portal say? Because people want to know what the portal say, so that they'll know whether what they're reading about theirs is accurate or not, or if it's still down or not. So obviously it's not down. Brenda, when did you go to the portal? That's a good answer for us. When did you go to the portal? Okay. Okay, guys. Now, another thing that I want to talk about. It's another good time. Oh, Brenda went to the portal yesterday. So yesterday, which was Monday, the portal was working, guys. So you can go ahead and give that a try. It's better to give it a try. And when I went to it, let me tell you how I filled out the information on the portal. So it asks for just your street and your if you have an apartment number, your apartment number. They do not want your city and state. They ask for your date of birth, which was 2 digits month, then a dash, not a dash, a slash, day, and 4-digit year. Okay. So once you put that in with the slashes in between, and then it asks for your social security number. And it was just that simple. And you was able to get your information. So you guys should go on over to the portal and put that information in. And you can do that right on your phone or on your computer. Okay. Okay, so I have 9 in the chat. If everyone could give a thumbs up for Grandma Ray, that would be absolutely great. Just great. So you guys, I made you some interesting dishes coming up. So I don't want to give the surprise, but I just say stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned. How about that? So let me see. So if you were able to um if you were able to help someone else, let's say someone else don't know how to work the portal or anything like that. If you're able, help them out so that they can ease their mind too, okay? And maybe they may get their stimulus and they may need a ride to the store or something like that. Give them a ride. That's important too, right? We're all happy, so we all gonna share the love. Gonna share the love, guys. Okay. Okay, so listen. My granddaughter was one of the first ones in my family to get her stimulus check. And I thought that was cute because she was the example. So I said, "Oh, what are you going to do with your stimulus check?" She said, "Oh, Grandma, I'm going to pay bills." I said, "Well, that's a good idea. Good idea." Okay. So, you guys got to learn to accept the blessings. And this is definitely a blessing. And if we accept the blessings, maybe more blessings will come, right? Okay. Okay, Peggy is asking, where do I go to look to see when I get my check? Okay, so you're going to go to the IRS website and you're going to put in get my payment, Peggy. IRS website, irs.gov, get my payment. And once you see the get my payment, it'll be lit up. Hit that, and then you can put in your information, just your street, your birthday, like your 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and 4-digit year, and your social security, Peggy. And then you can find out. How about that, huh? That would be wonderful. Wonderful. Have you all talked to anyone else that you know? Did anyone else get their payments? Whether it was their stimulus or did they get their income tax return? Do you know of anyone? And if so, how much did they get? That's a question that a lot of people have. Well, how much? Everybody asks, well, how much did you get? How much did you get? Peggy says, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Peggy. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope you get some great, great news when you go there, Peggy. Absolutely. Okay, so listen, guys. You have any questions for me? Any dishes you want me to make, or anything you want to ask me? Now is the time. You can do a Q&A on that as well, okay? And if everyone can give a thumbs up in the chat, that would be great. Thanks. Any questions that you guys would like to ask me? So check this out. I made corn brisket the other day on my channel, right? So what do you do with the leftover corn brisket? Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, the 17th, and I want to say happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. May you have a great day and enjoy your food. So what do you do with the leftover corn brisket that you cook on St. Patrick's Day? Well, I'm going to cook some corn brisket hash. Yes, some corn brisket hash with a couple of eggs. Now that you can buy that in a can, but since you already have a corn brisket that you're going to cook on the 17th, you already have what you need. And if you don't have, I'm making my hash with sweet potato, but you can make yours with white potatoes if you want. You don't have to make it with sweet potato. And that's a way to use up the leftovers. What else could you do? You can make a corn brisket stew, just like beef stew, but you use the leftovers and make it into a corn brisket stew. What are the other ways that you all could utilize the corn brisket? Right? I think that the more that you think about it, it's sort of like beef. So any way that you would use beef, you could use the corn brisket. Okay. So I would definitely give that a try if I was you all, so that you're not eating the same thing over and over and over. That would be awesome, right? Awesome, awesome. Another thing you can do is you can fry it, because you boiled it, right? So now you can turn around and fry it and put like a little crispiness on it, and then have it as that with mashed potatoes or something like that. If everyone could give a thumbs up in the chat, wonderful. I really, 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 really appreciate that. Okay. What is a dessert that you all could make for St. Patrick's Day? Well, you can make a lime jello. It's green, right? Or maybe get you a cake that is already green, or either get some food coloring and make it green, or you can make some cookies and put some green sprinkles on the cookies. There's lots of ways that you can bring it to the table. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anybody that has joined us thus far, what are you going to do with your stimulus money? Tell me, what are you going to do with your stimulus money? And are you going to look back a month from now, and are you going to still have some of it? I hope so. I really do. I know we owe everybody, but still try to save out just a little for that rainy day, right? Okay, so listen. What's the difference between broke and broker? I know that's some bad language. Well, the difference between broke and broker, broke could mean you have a limited amount of money. Okay, and you really can't spare any extras to splurge or anything like that. Broker means you broker than broke. You don't have anything. And so we don't want to get to that point. We want to see if we can save some of it. Okay. Peggy said, I'm saving mine. Oh, wonderful, Peggy. Now that's a good idea. That really makes a lot of sense, because I know sometimes when we get a large lump sum of money, it's easy to run through a lot of it at one time, because you think it's never going to run out. Well, it is going to run out. If you keep spending, it's going to run out, especially if you have it in your pocket. Do not carry it all in your pocket. Leave a lot of it at home or in the bank, so that it's a thought process that you're going to go through before you actually go spend it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to go back home and get it, or you got to go to the bank and get it. I would do that, so that when you do that, you have to think about, oh, okay, should I go get that, or what should I do? You know what I mean? It just really, really, really makes sense. Okay. And if you know someone that is struggling, and maybe they're not getting, which I can't imagine who's not getting a stimulus check. Well, I can't imagine, because some people that make over, I believe it was over 150,000, they don't qualify to get the stimulus check. Okay, but that doesn't mean that they're not hurting. You just don't know. You know people, so whether they're hurting or not. Just because you make 150,000 does, which I don't. does not mean that you're well off. You're far from well off. That just means you got more bills. You know what I mean? So maybe you can make them a cake, or invite them over to dinner. That would be a good idea, right? As long as you're safe to do so, because we want to always be safe and remember our social distance. And I want to thank everyone again for giving a thumbs up in the chat room. That means a lot to YouTube. The thumbs up lets YouTube know that you like the content and that you want more. And I appreciate it. Okay. Okay. So listen, if they come back and they say in another 6 months that the American people need some more stimulus, do you think that you want it in the form of cash, or do you need it in the form of rent control, or do you need it in the form of a voucher to pay your utilities, or do you need it in the form of food vouchers or food stamps? What message do you want to send the government, and which way that you want more help with the stimulus? Do you want more child tax provisions? That's very important. So why don't you let me know what you feel about those things? Because now is the time for us to let them know what we really want and what we need. Okay. I know one thing. If you have, let's say you have 2 kids and it's 2 adults. Well, if it's 2 adults, most likely you have a couple of cars. Rather, one might be a car note and one might be paid off, or you might both have car notes. Okay. So car notes come with car insurance. So right away, you just ate up about $500 a month if you have a note and insurance. So if you have 2 cars in the house, that doubles up. And then you also, you have to buy the groceries, which is what, $150 a week, give or take. So you can see things add up really, really quick. Sophia, hello, how are you? What are you going to do with your stimulus, Sophia? Could you let us know? Did you get it yet? Did you get your tax return yet? These are the things we're trying to find out, because we are all excited and pumped for the blessing, the financial blessing. So we want to know, what did you get your information? So if you're with this family of 4, you have lots of bills. Now let's say you have a mortgage. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a big bill in itself, because you not only just have the mortgage, you have the tax bill, the water bill, you might have a pipe that freeze, anything. So you can see that money goes pretty quick, right? And even if you're in an apartment, money goes. It really just goes. If you think it doesn't go outside your door and start hitting some stores, and you'll soon see how fast the money go. Oh, money just goes. So we have to really, really think about, when we get money, how to capitalize and use it to the best that we need, what works for us. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for giving the thumbs up. That's nice. Now, Sophia says that they're waiting on the tax return, third stimulus. They're going to pay their tithes, save some, and move to a new apartment. Okay, now that's something. Okay, you can use it as your deposit, right? Because to move to a new apartment, they want first, last, and security. So that's a good idea. Very good idea. Absolutely. I like that. Okay, so listen. If you don't hear me say anything else about money, you can say that Grandma Ray was all excited over the stimulus. Yes, the stimulus definitely got me excited. And I'm excited because it brings relief and joy, right? The pressure is off. The financial pressure is off. Even though I haven't gotten mine yet, I'm hopeful that it's coming. I'm definitely waiting on it, and I'm sure that you are happy about yours. Oh yes, yes, yes. My goodness. So listen, guys. What are the kids saying about um I'm sure they must hear you talk about the stimulus. They may not know what it's all about, but let them know that the government is helping families. That's very important because sometimes we talk about the government so bad until they think that, everything from the government is negative, okay? But let them know that the government is helping families and they definitely helping kids because that child tax credit is awesome. Just awesome. Really, really, really good. Okay. Yes. And so, listen, guys, what is the final words that you guys want to leave with us today? What message do you want to leave here? Okay, can we all say it once, even though I know that I can't hear you, but I can see on the screen. Let's write stimulus or okay or something to indicate that we are united as one. Let's just hit okay, and that'll stand for stimulus. Stimulus, hit okay. Stimulus, hit okay. Stimulus, hit okay. I'm telling you guys, we are just really, really, really jumping for joy. I remember the last time. Oh, did anybody get their last stimulus, the $600? I have not gotten mine. Okay, thank you, Brenda. I have not gotten mine. Nope. So they said when I file my 2020 taxes, I'm going to have to claim it then. So this is what they owe me. They're going to owe me the $1,400 from this stimulus, the $600 from December stimulus, and then my tax return. So you can see, wow, why I'm really, really, really excited because they owe me a lot. And I don't even have any small kids at home. Imagine you guys who may have kids, you are going to definitely be jumping for joy. Okay, Sophia said, yeah, I got 1,200 and 600. Oh, good for you. So you waiting on the 1,400 and then you would be complete. Wonderful. Beautiful. Okay, so listen. The more, the more, the more we tell the government thank you. And I think that we can do that. You can do that on here. Oh, let me cut this off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I got my phone off. Apology. Okay, so I had a friend call me today, and he said, "How can I get the stimulus for my girlfriend and her 2 kids? Can I claim them?" I don't know that answer. You have your accountant that, because I don't know the circumstances. I do know the law says that you're supposed to support them a certain percentage of the year. I know that. So maybe ask an accountant that question, and maybe that's a question that you guys may have. So Brenda said she received the first and second stimulus check. Oh, good. Wonderful. See that? So all you missing now, Brenda, is this last one, which you're getting tomorrow. That is beautiful. Okay. So what is the difference in okay, let's talk about the unemployment, because a lot of you guys know somebody that may have been on unemployment. And this is really important for you to pass this information to them. Next time, if they can, it's better for them to take the taxes out. That way you don't owe them, right? Versus if they don't take the taxes out, then you owe them. So in this case, if they took the taxes out, you're going to benefit because you're going to get it all back. If they didn't take the taxes out, then my guess is that you may not owe them, but I don't know if you still have to file that or not. Now that's the other question on the unemployment. You may have to still file that in order to get relieved of that. Okay, so now Peggy said, "Amen, Sapphire." Okay. Okay, so now if everyone can give it a thumbs up, you guys are doing good on the thumbs up tonight. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate all of your support and care. I thank you for 18,000 subscribers. I'm telling you guys, when I started out, I didn't think it would go that far, but look where we have came because of your help. I thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I don't want to forget that. Even though the stimulus is good and all that, I don't want to forget how grateful I am to my YouTube family. Thank you. Okay, so I want to again give out the portal. You're going to go to the irs.gov and you're going to put in Get My Payment. It's a portal called Get My Payment. And that's where you can find out some information if, in fact, that they have already processed your stimulus or what message they have for you so that you can at least have some peace of mind about that. Oh, Sapphire said, "We love you too." Thank you. Thank you so much. Much love to you. Much love. Much love to all of you guys. You're always always on my mind. Always. And thank you so much. So who is making the St. Patrick's dinner tomorrow? And it doesn't have to be corn brisket. It could be another dinner that you may like. Everybody don't like corn brisket. Peggy says, "Hope you are doing well, Grandma Ray." I am doing great. When I came from work, I was tired. I laid down and I got me an hour and a half nap. And then I got up to join you guys. Okay. Sometimes you need that power nap. So I got that power nap. That was absolutely beautiful. And how are you doing? Brenda said, love you, Grandma Ray, and your word of the day. Oh, Brenda loves my word of the day. She loves it, loves it, loves it. And if I don't put it on, then she misses it. And she lets me know she missed my word of the day. And it's not that I do it on purpose. Sometimes I'm rushing and I forget. But I always try to come back with the word of the day. And the word just means a lot. The word of the day, for those who don't know, is just some encouraging words or some words that I may say to help you think about things and to lift you up. And that's what the whole point about the word of the day is. If everybody could give the thumbs up, that's wonderful. Oh, we are getting up there. I love it. Okay, Peggy says, I'm making Rubens tomorrow. I'm not familiar with that. What kind of meat is that? Peggy, educate me. Is anybody else cooking a special dinner tomorrow that you're going to share? Brenda says she's making a sandwich. All right, that works. That works. That works. Why not? You don't always have to have a meal. And that's another thing, guys. You know, I'm sure you're going to go out and stock up on some food, but remember, you don't always have to have the whole 3-course meal. You could have a sandwich, you can have a salad. You know, you don't always have to do the whole 9 yards, okay? Because your body is looking for nourishment, and as long as you give your body good nourishment, that's what your body's looking for. Okay. Peggy says corned beef and sauerkraut and rye bread. Oh, okay. I like the sauerkraut. Now, I haven't heard no one mention sauerkraut in many, 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 many years. Wow. My grandmother lived in Philadelphia, and we would go down there, and on the street, they would sell hot dogs with sauerkrauts on it. And we used to just die for that. Oh, cool. Okay, Reuben's sandwich is corned beef. Okay, Sophia said. All right, now see, I cook and I didn't know that. Okay, so now I'm educated. I'll be saying that all tomorrow. How about that? And get that in my brain for next year. Yes. Oh, wonderful. So it sounds like you guys are going to have a good day tomorrow. Absolutely. Good day tomorrow. And I want to thank you for the thumbs up. I thank you for the love and the care. Oh, it's wonderful. I want you to give yourself a hand. You managed to survive through the sickness that went on nationwide, and you stretched your budget, and you managed to pay that rent or the bills or whatever you had to do with less, because we all got less money, and you have made it to this point. Give yourself a hand for that. Okay. Okay, Sophia says, I still eat it and Frank's with sauerkraut and mustard. Laugh out loud. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. I'm going to have to go get me some sauerkraut. I've completely forgot about it. I wonder if I can make that with cabbage. Peggy says, me too, Sophia. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. So I see we got 15 in the chat. Is anybody here for the first time on my channel? If you could let me know that you're here for the first time so I can properly welcome you, that would be great. Anybody that's here for the first time? Are we all family? Yeah, let's see. I wonder if, since we're all family, I wonder if uh we could all do what did I say do the last time? Oh, okay. Say okay again in unity with the stimulus. Vanessa, hi, see the heart. Thank you. Okay, Sophia said old school on here. I hear you. I like old school. Old school's good. Ain't nothing wrong with old school. Okay. You got to be in some school, so why not? I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Look at the hearts and the smiles. Sophia said, okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay. Well, listen, guys. Brenda said, okay, all right, all right. We're all in unity. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Well, guys, let's say goodbye to each other. It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna go now, and I thank you for talking to me about the stimulus. And I hope that I gave you some helpful information, some food for thought, and others gave some food for thought and information, because we can help each other, right? That's what it's all about. Okay. Okay. So I love you. Love you. Brenda says, everyone have a fantastic night. Okay. You too, Brenda. Okay. Anybody else saying bye? Sophia says, I'll be 69 years old soon. Praise God. After having, oh, okay. I lost that one. So she's going to be 69. Okay. And Peggy said good night. And Vanessa, have a blessed day. Okay. Sophia said, God bless us all. All right. Okay, so I hope to see you guys on my next chat, okay, in my live stream, okay? Thank you. Love you, love you, love you. I'm going to cut off now, all right? Bye. Oh, Sophia said, I'll be 60 soon after having 2 strokes. God is great. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Okay, so I'm glad you're able to tell us that you okay. That's good. That's beautiful. I see the hearts. Thank you, Sapphire. Okay, guys, it's been a pleasure. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye. I'm ending the stream now.